Okay, welcome back again. So this will be part two. I adjusted the camera a little bit because it's low and it's kind of going up, which is good and bad. I don't know that I adjusted it enough, but the where I normally do it, spilling my water here. Where I normally do it downstairs, I've got like the camera is set up at kind of the same height. And I didn't really think about that much here. But I think the last one looked like I was looking up, right? And so this one may also look like I'm looking up, just less looking up. And the third one, I'm gonna even go higher. This will be a test. You guys are all part of the test. This is a double-blind placebo, and you are all willing test cases or test rats or something. All right, so this one here, if you watch the last one I just did 30 seconds ago, even though in YouTube land it won't seem like 30 seconds ago, you'll notice I'm still wearing the same clothes, still have the same knife, still have the same spectacles, still in the same room. You're right, different box. So this one's from Unknown Comics, or comic books I should say. A little nervous. So I mentioned in the last one, I have no idea what's in these boxes because they've been sitting around for a while. And, even though I didn't have time to be opening these boxes, or at least pretended not to have time, I had time to buy stuff. So that doesn't make any sense, does it? But so now, one of the things that I hate about Unknown Comics, first of all, I really like Unknown Comics. They do a nice job. They have great stuff. Prices are reasonable. They're not outrageous. But what I like about Big Time Collectibles and Unknown Comics, both probably equally the same. I buy a fair amount from each. Is because typically you get a comic book that's in good shape. I like that. So, Unknown Comics, if you're watching, watch my Big Time Collectibles video that I just did, and you'll see they use Comic Shield boxes. Inside of Comic Shield boxes. Inside of bigger Comic Shield boxes. That should be the industry standard. You, on the other hand, use a shit ton of peanuts. Now, these are effective. I don't want to lie. They're good. They're just a mess. I mean, like I don't know. We're gonna see if I can get this stuff out of here without having to have a day of cleanup. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Like, some people like cleaning up. I prefer just not to make a mess, so I don't have to clean up. That's my mantra. Okay, so far so good. I did okay. I got some hanging chads, a couple more hanging chads. All right, chads have been unhung-ish. So now, they do a good job again, protective-wise. They really protect the bejeebus out of it, more or less, right? It is just bubble wrap, and like if you get a good slam, nothing's gonna protect it. But what I don't like is they do bubble wrap, and they do a USPS envelope, bubble wrap, and it's like, you age by 10 years by time you get to your books. And as you probably heard me say before, the fact that I'm impatient makes me not want to open these, in a slow, methodical, careful way. It makes me go nuts and want to, just tear the freaking thing open. And so, I'm already having anxiety, and it's just like it's a little too. It's almost like it's contrived. It's like you're trying to show that everything is safer than it really is. And I get it. Hey, the envelopes at the post office are free. Gotcha. Look at you, free envelopes. You know what? Go with the boxes. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. I'm not gonna stop buying stuff from Unknown. Like them, okay? Even when you like something, or someone, or a business, or the such, restaurant, you name it. You know, can offer some constructive criticism. So, constructive criticism here. One down, again, now we got another. And, you know, now we got to do that jigsaw puzzle again. And me and Jenga aren't necessarily great friends. And so, not to mention it's dangerous. You know, you got sharp tools around here to get this stuff. You know, especially if you're a meatball like me. All right, so this one wasn't as bad. It was only 2 so far. Right? It's got a number on it. Everybody play this in the lottery tonight. 305-760-22, whatever that means. Invoice. Oh, I'm getting rid of this invoice. This one's for the Big Time Collectibles. That's another video. Stop sneaking into the Unknown Comics video. And I'll tell you, it's pretty tricky stuff. Okay, so 1 of 1, 2 of 2. So I got my spectacles, peanuts. So now, I think I mentioned I have no idea what's in here. Now, it's not that I didn't know what I bought. This is long ago, so today is August 18th. August 18th, yeah. And I bought these April 17th, or at least that's what's on the invoice. So it's, yeah, I do have a little bit of dementia, if that's what you're insinuating. Yeah, I do. But that's not the reason. All right, so, okay. So, Silver Surfer Ghostlight number 5 of 5. Silver Surfer Ghostlight number 4. And obviously these, you know, there's a number of different versions of some of these. And I got them already, a bunch of them. And so I'll go over those quick and just show them to you. And then I got another Silver Surfer Black number 1, which is a Perillo exclusive. The reason I did that is because they were like 30, 40 bucks before. It's a nice cover. I mean, it's not like through the roof nice, it's just nice. And, you know, now they're $5, you know. So I think I may have mentioned that companies like Unknown Comics, Big Time Collectibles, you know, if you spend $125 or $150, they give you free shipping. You know, nothing's free, you know what I mean? But, so what I tend to do, of course, is spend at least what they require for me to get free shipping. So, you know, oftentimes I'll have fillers in there, and that's fillers. So let's just be a good student, and let's go 1 of 1. Now, this here is my next complaint, right? I mean, now I've got to undo this. And the problem is, while you're undoing it, depending on, that one was actually good. So I won't complain about that. Sometimes it's so taped up that you're bending the boards and bags. You know, yeah, you protected it from delivery, or, you know, from whoever's making the delivery, but you didn't protect it from yourself. And that's kind of counterintuitive. All right, so I am not a big fan. No, it's an okay cover. Okay, it's an okay cover. I love the Silver Surfer, so generally speaking, whenever it's something new, I try to get, if it's one of the crazy 30, 50, 100, whatever, you know, dollar exclusives, I don't buy a ton unless I really like it. When the, you know, just the typical $4 or whatever these ones were, maybe $4, I think. You know, I'll buy a few just because, I don't know, you know, like when people were buying Beanie Babies and they were like, these are gonna be worth money. These are gonna be worth money too. So yeah, $4 and Al Harper. Anybody remember Al Harper? You know, in the first series when Al Harper saved the planet Earth and was smoking his pipe and was as cool as, what's that guy say? Yeah, the ESPN guy. Cool as the other side of the pillow. Can't take credit for that, but the good one. Cool as the other side of the pillow. God rest his soul. He died of pancreatic cancer. Not a good thing. Anyway, the cover of this, I'm gonna give it an 8.0. I give it an 8.5, but the Russian judge brought the numbers down. So I just bought it because I love the Silver Surfer. That's it. So this one here is again part of the same series, and I mean, I get it, like, that's kind of an homage cover, kind of, but both of these almost, sometimes I get caught up when they look too computerized, computer generated. I don't mind it when it looks like this here looks computer generated, but that's smoking hot. That is a great cover. I'll get back to that one. So anyway, this one here, it's Silver Surfer. So I bought it. These here were on Triple Dog, Double Dog special. I bought a few in the past, and I got at least another one here. We'll find out if I got more. I'm a God-fearing, flag-waving, country-loving, sometimes country-loving American. And so I look fondly at the old Cap and, the guy that just was, Captain America, and this, when I saw these covers, I just, I have no idea about the story, whether it sings the same tune, but this just screamed patriotic to me, and for better or worse, I'm a patriot, and that's a good one. It's a great one, actually. And so these were, you could buy them individually, or 3 packs. So this was a different version, same thing. I have to be honest with you, I got it just because I like these better, because I don't know, I like the texture. Like white, to me, white is just like it's what white can do is it can provide some dimension. Okay, I'm not an artist, so maybe I'm just full of beans here, but so it does have some depth as a result, in the sense where it looks like more three-dimensional, right? That being said, I like that better. All right, Cap, welcome to the family. All right, so now these, because I'm okay, I'm perplexed, I'm befuddled. I don't know why I bought these. I have no idea. All right, so hang on a second. Let me just see. Maybe there's something about those that I forget. Because I'm not a Spider-Man person. I'm not even gonna pretend. I don't like that artwork at all. And it's not because I don't think the artist is talented, or it's just not, it's not my thing. Some people like blue, some people like yellow, So that one is, all right, so that is bizarre, right? So that's really strange. So that's the invoice, the packing slip, whatever you want to call it, right? I don't know if you can even see it, because I can't see what you're seeing. But I don't see that on there. So Silver Surfer, Captain America. Oh, all right. I take that back. I see it. The guy wrote on it. And so I couldn't see it. But it is... that is Spider-Man number 7, second printing, Unknown Comics, Nicoletta Baldari exclusive. I have no idea why I bought it. It must have been a filler to... Yeah, it must have been a filler to get the free shipping, but it's got this more to it, and I'm embarrassed to say I have no idea. Any of you know why I bought this? Is there something up with this comic? Must be, but I don't know. So these here, I had 3 of these. I probably paid 20, 25, 15, something like that for each one of them, depending on when I bought it, where I bought it, etc. And then one time when I was looking to fill, on Unknown Comics to make sure I got my free shipping, I'm like, what? $5? So I bought 5 of them since. This is 4 and 5. So now I got 8. And if you want me to explain the logic as to why I have 8, it's because these are going to be worth $1 million each. $1 million each. And if I only had 1, I'd only be worth $1 million. But now that I have 8, well, that's right. I'm going to be worth $8 million. What's that? Then why didn't I buy 10? Listen, don't want to be greedy. You're not going to share the wealth. Spread it out there a little bit, right? So, I think It's called dollar cost averaging. That's what I was doing. So for those of you in the investment world, now, if anybody asks me, whoa, what did you pay for this? Now I can say, okay, well, if I averaged $20 for the first three, $60, and if I pay $25 for the next three, that's now $85. Let's just say it's $90, and let's say I have 9. You know, I'm simplifying the math here because I'm a simple guy. Now I pay $10 each instead of 20. See? I'm good at this, okay? I didn't overpay. I did a good job. So now, not only did I overpay for the first 3, now I overbought to overcompensate for the fact that I overpaid. Collecting is great, isn't it? Yeah, no. The best part, of course, is I'm never going to sell any of them, right? And then someday my kids are going to throw them away. Yeah, right? And then there's going to be a TV show, a news bit, and it's going to say, Grail found in the trash. And it's going to be mine. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's see what we got here now that you're done with that story. So, Spider-Man 2099 Exodus, and this was definitely a filler for me as well. And the reason why I bought it is, I'm in. Badass cover, right? I like it. So, and if that's Spider-Man 2099, it looks like he's been in the gym. Because when I was buying Spider-Man 2099 back in the 90s, he looked a little more like me, if you know what I mean. You know, not quite like that. So, the next one is X-Corp. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone, everybody. I'm looking at these, and I'm like, why did I buy that? I'm like, and I never would have bought that one, right? This is a 12-pack Spring Fling mystery bundle with original art chase Gabriel Dell'Otto. Love Dell'Otto, by the way. So that must be number 1 of the 12-pack. Let me just do my math here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is the 12-pack, which is good because it explains why this is in my box and I have no idea what the hell it is, right? And so that one I can see why I would have bought that because it's just cool. But I didn't buy it. It was part of the spring and it, Spring Fling mystery box. And so far, I'm 1-1. I like this one. I like it. This one here, I don't like. I mean, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. X-Corp, I don't know. Maybe that's a $1,000 book and I should like it. Maybe because I have a little bit of intuition or instinct when it comes to these things. Maybe that's worth 50% of what I paid for it. Okay, Venom. Venom's known for some good covers. That didn't disappoint. It's a pretty good cover right there. So Venom number 30, I guess. And again, we'll look it up later. Maybe when I'm at the editing table, infuriated at how much time it takes to edit to the point where it still looks terrible because I'm using a cell phone and I'm not prepared or putting together a script or any B-roll. Maybe I'll be able to find what some of these are and tell you what they're like. It depends just on how motivated I am after I see how terrible a job I did on the video itself. Okay, so I had mentioned earlier that I don't like white backgrounds. I'm gonna kind of take it back on this one. The fact that it's got the white and the color and it's framed in, it looks like a matted piece of art. I like it. And I don't know who that is, but she's definitely seen worse days. Okay, let's see what we got here. Miles Morales. So this will show you, I don't know how long Miles Morales has been around, but I didn't even know he was Spider-Man until like last year. Anyway, I think if you're a young person And when I say young, early 20s, teens, middle school, somewhere in that range, I think that this would be a great cover. I think his jacket looks awesome. I think that's Spider-Gwen. Is that who that is? Probably. And there's a nice contrast. And I have to admit, it's not like a me cover, but the more I look at it, it's a good cover. So I wouldn't be surprised if that one's worth a couple grand, maybe $5, maybe. All right, I've already got this one. I got it in a different mystery pack. I did a mystery pack, and I got all Strange Academy stuff. And I think people like Strange Academy. I'm never going to read it. I didn't like the Doctor Strange movies. I thought they were forced. I thought it was like I don't know. I know everybody else did. Look at the CGI was great and all that kind of stuff, but nah. All right, so I appreciate the photorealism of this, if that's the right term. That's what they call it in Tattoo Land, I think. That's another 8.0, right? I mean, I don't think it's not for a grade, just for scale of 1 to 10 of how much I like it. I don't love it. I don't dislike it. It's pretty good. I'm not familiar with what the book is. It's obviously a Thor book, but I don't know. So, but it's not singing to me. There's a lot of really smoking hot, good-looking Thor covers out there. That's not one of them. All right, so this one here. Okay, so, gosh. I'm just looking for something on this that'll give me a hint. And this is the hard part about, if you're a comic book person, kind of everything, I don't work in a store, I don't hang out in the store, my buddies don't collect. I mean, I think I'm the only one of all my friends that maybe one other that has any comic books. And that other one, he used to work at a comic book store, and he hasn't bought a comic book in 30 years. I don't know who that is. So this again, it looks for a young person. And I guess comics in general should look like they're for a young person to some degree, you're at least youngish. But I mean, I'm gonna guess that that's something to do with Batman. That's my guess, but I'm gonna be embarrassed when I look back after and how wrong I am. But I don't know. I mean, that could be Spider-Man, right? Could it be Spider-Man? Maybe that's Spider-Man. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, look at this one's got a hickey-doo on the back. See the hickey-doo right there? So it's not a doohickey. Those are the doohickeys, I have to be honest with you, are more expensive. The hickey-doos are still good though. So this says Batman Wild Laughs. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I got the spectacles. Batman Who Laughs. The Batman Who Laughs Certificate of Authenticity. This certificate of authenticity certifies that this is one of 500 copies available of Batman Who Laughs, number 2 virgin cover. Now that's a little deceiving because it says this is one of 500. But then the number on it says 242. Now it doesn't say this is one of the 500 copies. I don't want to profess to be an English major. I'm not, language. I'm better at it than I was. I have to say. But whoever wrote this should realize by saying that this is one of 500 copies, using the number 1 implies that this is the first one. For those of you out there who are language majors, or were, or teach, you can let me know if I got that right, because I think I do. And if I'm wrong, don't say a word. All right, so it says number 242. Anybody curious of the front? Oh, Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so help me out. Is that not the best one so far of everything that we've looked at today? I don't know who that guy is. That's an angry Batman. It must be the angry Batman who laughs. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I like about art in today's world. I will go buy this series because of something like that. Like that piques your interest. It piques mine anyway. I mean that is. I'm gonna go buy more of these unless they're expensive. They're expensive. I'm just gonna be glad I got this one, and I'd be more glad if it were the number one as it implied, as opposed to number 242. However, smoking. Oh yeah. So this here makes me realize I was right on my second guess. Right? Green Goblin. Help me out. Did I get it right? There's got to be a Spider-Man. I know most people don't read Spider-Man. There's only 1 or 2 of you out there, billion. But I don't know who is on the Green Goblin mobile, whatever he calls it. But when I saw the pumpkins a-flying, that was my first, hint. I know it should have been pretty obvious. I'm not a Spider-Man guy. I might have mentioned that. Anyway, the whoever that is on there, and if it is actually the Green Goblin, it looks pretty cool. But I gotta be honest, that costume, this cover's better. No, it's not. No, this cover's better. At first, I would have said this one because there's some pretty neat stuff going on there, just like technology-wise. That's a really good cover. Yeah, that's a really good cover. The more you look at it, and I, one of the problems sometimes with the covers, again, like I've got, my eyesight's not as great as it used to be. Yeah, that is a really good cover. I don't know, it looks like the guy that sells the candy, M&M's, did it, but yeah. So I'm just gonna say again, I don't want to pretend that I'm definitely gonna go out and buy these comics. But if you handed me this and said, read this story, I would. If you handed me, I don't know, this and said, read this story, I probably wouldn't. Okay? And I know, so, I mean, it just shows you, for those of you out there that are really hardcore read the story enthusiasts, the cover art makes a difference. It's simpletons like me, it brings us in like a moth to a light bulb. Okay, so I don't have a clue who that is. I think if I guess, I'll just embarrass myself. I'll say that I think that the cover is, it's okay, it's fine, but not great. I don't have a clue who she is. Sorry. Okay, so this to me looks like, all right, so of course I have X-Men books, but I'm not an X-Men guy either, but I think that's Gambit, right? Is that Gambit? Help me out. I gotta put my spectacles on here. And by the way, if it is Gambit, that's the best looking Gambit artwork I've ever seen. Okay. Now I haven't seen a ton because, like I said, that's not me. I don't know who the Pharaoh is right there, but maybe he's the Pharaoh. Of course, this Wolverine. I don't know who the guy is with the mohawk. I don't know who a lot of these people are, but I'm gonna give that a 9.5. I think that of that 12 pack, so I actually like the 12 pack. So a lot of times you get stuff. So the last 12 pack I got were all Strange Academies except for like 1 or 2, and there was nothing in there that made me go, ooh. These 3, so 3 out of 12. That's not bad. That's 25% if I'm doing my math correctly. I would, like I said, I think I gave it a 9.5. I give this one a 9.5. Now listen, once you get to 9.5, you got to go like 9.5, 0.5, 9.6, and you know, sort of like what they do when they grade a comic book, you know, mess you up at the end. And I would give this one, I gotta tell you, just because, so like the background is okay. Like I don't mind it. Maybe it's just like I like darker, like creepy colors, like you know, like both of these. But you know, I think that's Green Goblin. Help me out, make sure I'm not screwing up here. But I think the Green Goblin and Spider-Man, like just the art of those two, are like unbelievable. So I'm gonna give that 9.5 too. And so 3 9.5s. You know what? I'm gonna give both of these 8.8s. I don't know what the heck that means. I just made it up, but they're 8.8s. I got the Venom an 8.5. It's the problem that I have with it is just this. It just seems like it's overdone these days now. That just making Venom, you know. Although, I mean, that does look a little bit. Is that a Todd McFarlane? Did he do that? I mean, it's got kind of that look. I mean, I don't have a lot of McFarlane stuff except for, you know, my early Image stuff. I'm gonna give this an 8.82. So, or as well. So, there goes $1,000 right on the floor. $1,000. I'm out. Kidding. So that's why they're bagging board for kids, for people like me. And the good news is these were the 8.0s. So I'm actually, look, I think, I don't know if it says on here what I paid. It doesn't. You know, if I remember correctly, I think these are something like, they might be $39 for the 12 pack. You know, whatever it was, like it's reasonable enough for you to take the risk. And so I'm happy with this. So you know, there's nothing in here that I go, oh my God, I got to score, because I have no idea. So if there's a $100 book in here, I'm just not familiar with it. So I will look it up over later to see if I got lucky. But I'm pleased. So I didn't spill the peanuts all over the floor. The packaging, which irks me a little bit, didn't irk me as much this time, And I got some, you know, good looking books. Look at me. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I'm gonna do part 3. This is gonna be a Gabe El Diab. I think you know, I think that's how you pronounce his name. El Diab. You know, I'm not sure. You know, I should know, but I'm gonna do that next separate video. This is, you know, the little special stuff that he did. Took a while to get it in, and he's got another project coming up. But I mean, the package is a little beat. Let's hope nothing in there is worse for the wear. But I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for tuning in.